Was I?
GM Farcaster. It is Monday, April 8th, and you are here with Downish Prof and Adrian for 21 minutes of Farcaster news to start your day. 21 minutes of news and maybe a little, 10 more minutes of other things. I think is how we're going to pose this from now on. I think we're losing the 21-minute meme.
Do we need to drop?
I'm trying.
Do we need to rebrand and drop our tagline?
We might need to. We might need a whole new tagline. But we are definitely going to always keep it under 30, but hopefully we can even tighten it up a little bit. But good morning and happy Monday, Adrian. How are you today?
Happy Monday. Wonderful.
Monday.
Beautiful sunny spring day.
So Friday, you had like a fun thing that you were doing as part of NFT NYC. There was a big meetup, Farcaster meetup. So tell us about that real quick before we dive in. I saw no pictures, by the way.
Well, what happens at Farcaster meetups?
Apparently,
Farcaster meetups until the professional,
especially when I'm not there,
like
trying to get a selfie with every single person. I guess is what happened.
It was a serendipity. Caro, our friend, organized the meetup, and you're looking at me.
We're getting I think our stream is having issues. Hold on. Audio is great for me. Okay, good. We're fine. We're fine. We had a little note in the chat that they couldn't get audio, but they hear us. Okay, so they hear us. We're fine. We're also testing this out on YouTube at the same time, so we didn't know what was going to go possibly wrong. So back to Caro, back to meetup. It was fun. Sorry.
Yeah, big announcement on our stream today. We'll get to that later. Okay, so yes. No, we're trying to stream on YouTube today. Right now, we try out new tech stack stuff. Yeah, huge announcement.
What's the announcement, and why didn't you tell me? We're decentralized.
I'm going full time.
Even just us two are very decentralized. That's so funny. So it was fun. You met lots of new folks, and including the background that you're sporting right now.
Yes.
Go ahead.
There it is.
There it is
on the screen. So Callum Wanderlutz is a what's the astrophotographer? So he takes pictures. He's like wonderful work of pictures of moons and eclipses. So he's getting ready to travel and get the
amazing
total solar eclipse today. But he's relatively new on Farcaster. I just saw him post. He flipped his followers in 2 months. But he writes on Paragraph, very thoughtful person. I've enjoyed getting to know him, and I met him in person on Friday night. So definitely check him out and his work.
And definitely follow him today, because he'll probably be the best place on Farcaster to get some cool pics of the eclipse. For those of us especially for those of us who aren't up in that way.
And the meetup was awesome. So many people. It was like a ETH Denver reunion / FarCon preview. Like I kept joking about everybody who was there. I was asking if they're going to FarCon, and it just seemed like yes. So super excited to continue the URL to IRL pipeline.
I am so excited. I can't wait for FarCon. But before we go to FarCon, we have other things to talk about. So cast actions are here. So remember Friday, we said cast actions were launching. I didn't exactly know what that means. I'm not going to speak for Adrian. She might have known exactly what that meant. But I was like, okay, what does that mean? And now they're here. And now we can talk about them. And you'll see this little button in the bottom right corner that then will pop up some different actions if you have installed them. So this little thing right here, if you've installed actions, you can click on it and it will show you the actions that you have installed. So I installed a few. And one of the ones I installed was bot or not. And this is one of my favorite ones so far. And it will tell you if this person's a bot. And V, surprisingly, not a bot.
Good to know.
The face mask, nope. He's actually a person. So it'll tell you if they're a good caster. It'll tell you if they'll say they cast like a bot. It won't say this is a bot because it's hard to confirm. But it will tell you all those different things. So I'll periodically check that one out. And then we have, by the way, I did this one twice by accident. Inspire Me gives you a little bit of inspiration. Never look back. Okay. All right then.
Never
tell you, and it'll change it up every single time. So there's Inspire. Savor every moment. Okay. We get little fortune cookies essentially every time you click the inspire me. So kind of fun.
You
And
know who built that one?
I do have that somewhere down here.
Well, look it up.
Yeah, I got it. I've got it here somewhere, and now I forget. I've got it further on in our chat. But yes, so there's lots of little fun things you can do now. So actions are here. Developers can create action buttons, which users can install. Action buttons appear under every cast in a user's feed. Warpcast, Nook, and Butterfly all support cast actions. HT to Achal, Deodad, and horsefax.eth. And you can, this is an example, 84K DAO yesterday, by the way. Okay, craziness. So a little bit more from Deodad. Friday update, you can now add and use up to 5 actions at a time in Warpcast. Have fun taking actions this weekend. So this is very cool, but you can't uninstall yet. So once you install, you can't uninstall, but you can replace. I haven't tried that yet. So if you, like I did, install one twice because things were moving a little slow and I got impatient, then you can replace it, but you can't uninstall it yet. But I'm sure like probably by this Friday, that'll all be figured out. So just be patient. It'll come. So this is pretty cool. And then Farcaster actions are like Chrome extensions for social networks. I liked this thinking. This helped me frame it in a way that I could understand. So if that helps you to understand better what is happening, that is happening here. We also had a quick tutorial from Base to help you make your first actions. So this was from Brian Doyle. Go check that out. We also had this from Powmad, introducing the freshest feature on the block, the cast generator. It lets you effortlessly create your own reaction casts. Think likes, thumbs up, and LOLs, all without writing a single line of code. Give it a try and share your thoughts on what we should add next. I have not tried this yet. Did you happen to try this or see this?
I didn't see this one.
Have you created any cast actions yet yourself?
No.
No.
Yes. There's that. Sorry, I thought you were asking the cast reactions. I have my 5. I filled up my 5 slots of cast actions for sure.
I mean, did you actually create any? No, you haven't like created your own. No, not yet.
No. Okay. Why do you think I can do that?
I don't know. Because there's a frame, so anyone can apparently right here. I don't know. We'll have to try it later. Maybe we need something that adds a little coffee cup. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
We need that.
Trailing 7-day DAO taking at least one on protocol action, now over 40K and up 27x since January 1st. And if we hit the 100K, you know what happens, right? At Farcon, this happens.
Yes.
This happens. So if we can get that DAU over 100K, we are going to see Dan dancing in a rather lovely outfit. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's try and make that happen, people.
Does V dance as well?
I thought it was both, but that might have been Dan talking for Varun again. So maybe Varun was on a plane and I don't know.
That's what co-founders do.
This is what co-founders do. So it's possible. Thank you for sharing this, Adrian, by the way. Farcaster docs about cast actions, including a link to a directory of all available actions, which I was actually looking for. So this was super helpful. And it doesn't have, I think there's been a few that have come in since this, but this has most of them so far. Up thumbs, tipping USDC and TN 100. Payflow, send degen via Payflow, a whole bunch of automod ones that could be really useful, such as mute, cooldown, and bypass. So bypasses the rules on automod, which could be interesting. Paperboy tip, that's a tipping tool. If you want to tip degen, you set the amount or a percentage of your degen, and then you can just click it. It does send a notification. I wasn't positive it was going to do that, but it does. Check FID, gift warps, tip on chain, degen stats, degen audit, and paybot tip. So these are just a few. There are a few more. This was helpful from Kagusha, what actually from VMauthor, actually. Something that wasn't clear to me about custom actions, you need to install it first through a deep link. For most of the actions, the deep links are accessible via frames. And then shout out to vMouther for the clear CTA button in the frame, so that, yes, you are clicking onto a link to install this first before it will work. And the other thing I noticed is you may have to refresh. So I did have to refresh to show the new one. Just refreshing the website if I was on desktop worked. But that's why I ended up installing twice because I didn't think it worked. But it did. I did ask for what were your favorite cast actions, and we did get a few that I've mentioned, but also I'll show these as well. This one is from Say Angel. It is bot or not. That is the one I just showed you. It's pretty cool. And it will tell you if somebody looks like a bot. Again, you click bot or not, and it'll pop up a little thing. Not a bot, good caster. And I'll show you one in a little bit. Let's see if we can find some other ones. I wonder if I can find a shilly one that'll tell me all these people are good casters. It's not gonna. Oh, maybe this one. Let's try this one just to see. Bot or not? Nope, not a bot. Good caster. All these people are too good at casters for this. I need somebody who looks very bot. I don't think I'm going to find one on this particular list, but I did find a few, and it was super helpful, by the way, because it did kind of allow me to go, okay, I'm going to hide this cast, this person, ban them, whatever, because it was kind of giving me a confirmation, and it might be wrong, but it's giving me a little bit of a confirmation of what I was thinking. So, bot or not, I'm just going through. No, I can't find any bad ones on this one, but it will tell you. I promise, it will tell you. Ooh, let's give this one. Let me try this one. Maybe. Not a bot. Good caster. You guys are all too good today. At least the ones on this one. Probably no one's going to reply to this frame, and not who is a bot.
So I
just they're going to know.
Requested suggestion.
Oh, not a bot, but mostly shills. There you go. That's the one I was looking for. So it will tell you. It'll say cast like a bot, or it'll say mostly shills if it feels like it's only, it's not adding a lot of value. It's low effort replies. Try board. I'm not going to do it. Oh, Adrian, what do you want to say?
Well, I was going to say the chat suggested to try Bora Dutch, but I just went into just to try it out into my Farcaster feed, which is, in my opinion, has gotten inundated with, everyone's quick to say bot, but is it really bot versus? So the first one I hit was not a bot, but Schiller. Is that what it was?
Yes. Yeah. That's the one I was looking for. I was trying to find one so I could show you. But shills. So it's like, they're not a bot, but they pretty much just keep asking for degen tips. It's like that
not a bot, but mostly shills, getting a lot of that. So
helpful.
Yeah. It's helpful. I like this.
It's super helpful. So this one so far has been my favorite. And then we have this one from JTGI, which was Paperboy. This was the install degen tipping. So this is the one that you can set up and have it be either percentage or a fixed amount, but it will only do that fixed amount each time. So keep that in mind once you set it, and it will send an alert, but it won't necessarily tell them why. So you would have to let them know, but it will send an alert. So helpful to quicken the tipping if you're in need of speed. And then walk the walk. This is interesting. This one is from, I cannot say that name. Would you? Okay, we'll go with that. This is really cool. You can see within a channel if somebody owns the related asset, except one thing to note is if the asset hasn't been attached to the channel yet, it's not going to work. So I was trying it in GM Farcaster first, and I was like, oh, it's not showing anything. I wonder what it's pulling, and he hadn't set it up yet. So if you have a channel and you want to reflect a certain thing from that channel that you want to see from people casting in there, just reach out and he can get that set up. So now if you do that in GM Farcaster, you get anyone who, if they own an episode, it will tell you yes or not. So kind of cool. Wow. So now we can see if you walk the walk in our channel. And it might keep us from like banning you if bot or not says you're a bot. And you own one of our.
Are we letting bots who own episodes are welcome?
Sure. If you cast like a bot but you own an episode, we might let it slide. I think that's fair. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then we've got bag bias. I have not tested this out yet because I ran out of spots. And I wasn't sure what was going to happen if I did that. If a caster is referencing a ticket or token in their cast, check to see how much of the token that they own. So if they mention degen, for example, you can check to see how much they own, which I think this is pretty cool. What do you think of this one? This is kind of neat. You can check
there's so much information that's not.
Yeah.
By the way, I love all the cast actions because it's like information you can get with a few clicks, and now you can get it so much faster and
exactly.
in feed. So I'm kind of obsessed with all of them. I didn't see this one. However, people have other wallets that aren't connected to Farcaster. Like you don't get the whole picture. You get one tiny slice. So you could be biased one way or another. And so this is almost like not enough information.
Not enough information.
Remind you of like algebra from high school, D, not enough information to solve the problem.
That would be my answer all the time. So not enough information to solve the problem is a great point. But helpful to give you an idea if somebody is shilling a particular token or something. If they're coming up as mostly shills, and you're like, hey, what do they own here?
And let me just save you some trouble. Everyone is shilling. Okay, if someone's casting about a coin, they have it.
They probably do. Yeah. It's pretty likely. It's just a matter of how big is your bag. And I really laughed because the example here is my friend Ben. So there you go, Ben. You made it into the show today.
Degen is going to the moon, even though I don't have any, even though I don't own any. Let's fact check that.
Let's fact check that. I think he was actually fact checking himself. I think that was the fact check.
Got it.
I think he was fact checking himself. But Ben's underneath just by accident. And then we have this one from Durpin. This is the Inspire Me one that I just showed you. I hope that this low effort action will at least make you smile, or keck. I'm still learning, but I promise a more useful action is coming soon. So I think this was created so you could test out how to create a cast action, but it is kind of cute. So this is the one that you click Inspire Me, and it gives you like the little fortune cookie up top. Breathe, let go. Things like that.
And shout out Durpin. I didn't see this. I want to install it, but even though
it'll be in the show notes. Hey, Adrian, this cast will be in the show notes.
Do I have to look those up? Where do I find the show notes? And thank you, JC Sparks, for giving us some feedback on the show notes as well. And we're getting some feedback to make the show notes more helpful. Anyway, what I love about this cast is I'm still learning, more to come, but this, it's like what we do is cast what you're learning and cast as you go, and don't wait until you learned everything until things are perfect. So like everything is a work in progress, and to share things along the way. So it just feels like such a good Farcaster value.
Totally. Do the shitty version just consistently. Right. Yep. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, we know about that.
We're getting better though. We're getting better, improving. This was from Artlu. Okay, so if you saw up thumbs, that was just basically a way to give a thumbs up on a cast. This is farts, and with that what you will. So it's a fork of up thumbs called farts. So if you want to fart on a cast, there you are. I have not installed.
I don't like farts, but this fart also we say stands for Farcaster art. So therefore, it's highbrow.
Sure, we can pretend that. By the way, I loved this cast from you. A new stat to measure my self-worth. You have 0 up thumbs.
But have I told you what my FID is recently?
Just to make sure everybody knows.
I have no up thumbs. By the way, up thumbs. I saw Greg and DF at the meetup, and
oh, cool.
Anyway, so Greg has a bot that is up thumbing everything, like so, like their own things and giving
Oh,
themselves and can
how
do
did
it
he do that
multiple
so quick?
times.
Holy crap, people are
So
fast.
he's cheating.
He's cheating already. We already have cast action cheaters. Like
Yeah.
that was fast and impressive. Impressive how quickly you did that. But also, it's not a measure of your self-worth. Just reminder. And also, this from Angel on a similar note. Okay, come on, load. Some of y'all, after checking bot or not on yourselves, if you don't like what you see in the mirror, it's not the cast action's fault. You are not a bot or a shill. You are a good caster. I thought that was hilarious.
All right, I'm going to go off brand. I'm going off brand for a second. You probably are a bot or a shill if you're getting called out as one. And maybe you need to do some self-reflection and improve your casting.
Okay. This is your self-help for the day. Improve your casting. And it's if you are not a bot, if you actually are not a bot and you don't think you're being shilly, yeah, take a look in the mirror. Just see for a second. But it is pretty funny. We are, by the way, streaming on YouTube today to test out if we could do both at the same time as a backup option. And for some folks who have some trouble getting onto Unlonely, sometimes they're out and about. And it's going right now. But also, go follow us on YouTube because it's helpful. We have a new milestone reached, 100 YouTube subscribers. We're on chain first, but subscribing to YouTube helps with discovery, SEO, provable value to sponsors, and all that boring stuff. P.S. I do love how mints are better than YT subscribers and hope it stays that way. Talking about Farcaster memes and culture, it ain't much, but it's honest work. Yes. This is what we do now, almost full time. Few more weeks. This from Jason. Airstack just hit 1 million in trading volume through our swaps frame in less than a week and executed our second DGen buyback. Click learn more in the frame to learn more details. This was really cool. I casted this, I think that was like Friday as well. There's a swap frame. Be very careful with this. Mostly just meaning you'll be fine, but you may end up swapping too easily because it's super easy to do. And therefore you might end up with more of a meme coin than you intended. So it's within the frame, you can swap the token that you want. So, and then you are earning essentially some points with Airstack as well. So take a look at that. It does make it really easy to swap. And I did test it out with DGen and another coin just to see how it worked. And it worked pretty well, but almost too good. It was too smooth. I need more friction to stop me from doing stupid things. I like friction in my meme coining. Yeah, not a token.
We're gonna have the best stories. We're gonna have the best when I was your age stories in a decade from now. We're living in the golden age.
Grandma. Sure, Grandma. You used to have to connect a wallet to do stuff. Yeah. Like, what's that? What's a wallet, Grandma? We don't even know what that is. But this was very, very cool and it's very smooth. So go check that out. This from Linda. I loved this. Trying something out. An area I'm weakest in is design. Anyone want to do a 30-minute call next week for a skill swap? I can help brainstorm go-to-market distribution and or fundraising if you help give feedback on improving Bounty Caster product design. Benefit is meeting another founder and helping each other out. I loved this. I wished I was a designer just for this moment. For many reasons.
I feel like Linda would take a call. Linda will take a meeting with you and chat for.
I know, but I just feel like I don't have anything to offer.
No expectation of anything.
I know. I feel like I have nothing to offer though. It just feels better when you have like a little something to offer for the call. But I did love this. I thought that was a great use of the founders channel as well to get founders to connect. Here's what I need. Help me with this. I'll help you with my skill set, which I think is pretty amazing. This was really neat too. I wanted to hear what you thought about this. And we are going to wrap it very shortly. I'm in 3 hyper subs and each has a GC group chat with a distinct vibe. Club TED is a dinner party or beach hang laid back with longer form conversations. Terminally on chain by YB feels like crypto product hunt with friends. And Proxy Studio chat is FC Wall Street Bets, nonstop chat with so much alpha. Best part of Farcaster for me, hands down. Have you felt different vibes in different group chats? That was my question to you.
Yeah, totally.
What do you think ours is?
And
or actually, let me ask the chat. What do you think? How would you describe we have a couple of group chats. So if you're in either one of those, the Wow Wow or the chat for our chatters, what do you think?
Even when you have group chats with the kind of the same overlapping people, what brings you together, like there's subtle differences. I actually asked the chat, Prof, you might have missed it. I asked the chat what our vibe was in the chat, and people answered, and then I forgot. Thank you everyone who answered, and I forgot to go back. Pretty sure people just said immaculate. It was just immaculate
vibes. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Immaculate vibes it is then. I thought that was really cool. That thinking to me was kind of fun. Yeah. So I did like that. We've got a couple more quick things, and then we will call it a Monday. And we do have something to announce and make sure everybody's aware of. But two more things. The goat lore. Yeah. So apparently we're taking goat lore even higher. We will be taking a goat. This is from Aleph, by the way, in a DGen flag. I don't know where you got the flag, to the highest point in Kenya, Africa, the peak of Mount Kilimanjaro. Okay. 19,000 foot peak, 7-day trip. This is literally the goatest idea I've ever had. Might be a world record. I now am like doubting, is he even there? Like this went like a little crazy over the top now. So now I'm like, wait, what?
I think what we need to do is put a cast out, and if we get 500 likes on a cast, we're sending one of us to go check up on Aleph and see if he's actually there, because
I can't go. I don't have time for that. But if you want to go to Kenya and check out Aleph.
All right, if I double my follower count in the next 48 hours, I'm getting a plane ticket.
All right. Well, there you go. That's a lot. It's a lot of followers needed because your count's pretty high. This might be easier for somebody with a lower count.
That's why I did it.
That's why I offered that. Threw me off, and I was really following along, and now I'm like, I don't know about that. That's a little sus, but okay. We'll wait and see. We'll find out soon.
And we'll definitely get him on as a guest. If he actually goes, we'll get him on as a guest to tell us all about it.
With the goat. We'd like you to stream in with the goat.
Are we over 21 minutes?
Yes, we're over. We have to wrap it. And thank you all, but we have a big maybe we rebrand group chat to goat chat. Maybe that's the way. So tomorrow we have a show at 8:30 a.m. We normally do not, but this week we do. And that show is an interview special with Jacek, the DGen dev, who we had back in January for his very first interview anywhere, I believe, at least about DGen. So we beat you, Bankless, by 3 months. So there you go. This is what I do in my spare time. This is what gives me life. It's beating Bankless on Scoops. Right. Makes me happy. So tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. By the way, I went back and listened to our first interview with him. It was really good.
Oh,
it was pretty good. But I definitely need
a little replay today.
I need to let you and him talk more is my big thing. And so thank you for that, Arjan. Let Adrian talk. I will do that. So
no, Arjun, I had one thing to say. I just had one tiny little thing to say earlier, and I think Arjun must have seen my eye contact like, hey. So thanks,
and I was trying to whip through some things so I could get through everything. I was on
because clearly it's 9 o'clock. We're 30 minutes in, and we haven't finished our announcements. People have to move on. But
that is it. Anything else, Adrian, before we do wrap it for today?
No, happy solar eclipse day, everybody, wherever you are. Make sure you're wearing glasses. Don't directly look at the sun. And no, let's move on to our announcements.
Yeah. Okay. What other announcements do we have?
Jacek.
And if you have Mole, if you're one of our Mole subs and you haven't had a chance to mint the Here for the Art piece by Max Jackson, today is not today, but this week is your last chance to do that. I did extend it because we had a few new subscribers like just over the weekend, and I wanted to give them a chance to mint. And then next week we'll be dropping number 2, Here for the Art number 2 with Chris Corella. So
oh my God,
that's exciting. That's next week. So make sure you pick that up before it's gone, before it goes back. We're like Disney now, before it goes back in the vault. And you won't be able to mint it. So go grab it while you can. And that is it for us today. Thank you all so much. We will see you tomorrow. And that's it. Bye-bye.
Thank you, subscribers.
Thank you, subscribers. Oh, I know what I forgot.
Thank you.
One more thing. Thank you, Pinata. I forgot Pinata. How did I do that? Thank you so much, Pinata, and all of our subscribers. And we will see you all tomorrow for a very special show. Bye-bye.